face a vicious...
At the conference, delegates supported the Afghan government's plan to take over security by 2014 and control at least half of the billions of dollars of international aid. Afghan Finance Minister Hazrat Omar Zaghilwal tells VOA the government is ready for the responsibility.
The Afghan government knows the people's priorities, as well as the best way to balance development across the country. The government should control the foreign aid, because it is its right to provide services and development for Afghans.
But Haroon Mir, who directs Afghanistan's Center of Research and Policy Studies, says the government has failed to properly manage the $2 billion Afghan development budget.
I don't know overnight how they could increase their capacity to absorb even larger amount of money. I think money is not a problem, but the problem is capacity within the Afghan government and most importantly corruption.
Mir says Afghan President Hamid Karzai now has an opportunity to show Afghans and the rest of the world that corruption will no longer be business as usual, especially if the government prosecutes 15 ministers accused of corruption.
That will be probably a signal for Afghans and the international community that this time President Karzai is serious.
About Afghanistan's plan to control its own security by 2014, NATO Secretary General Anders Fogh Rasmussen tells VOA the alliance plans to train about 300,000 Afghan soldiers and police by October 2011.
I feel confident that Afghan security forces will be able to take lead responsibility gradually. When conditions permit, but of course it has to be a condition-based process. We will not leave Afghanistan until our job is finished.
That job has been tough. June was NATO's deadliest month in Afghanistan. Also recently, rogue Afghan soldiers have attacked their coalition partners. Analyst Haroon Mir says he believes Afghan officials have not properly screened recruits, and militants can take advantage of this.
This is certainly a big blow to those who want to create a large Afghan security force within a short period of time, and it has its own challenges.
Some Kabul residents, like Abdul Jabbar, are just happy Afghanistan hosted its own conference, the largest international gathering in the country since the 1970s.
This was very good that this conference was held in Kabul, and I think it is very big success for Afghanistan.
But Mr. Karzai's former presidential rival Abdullah tells VOA this year's conferences, one in London and two in Kabul, are not enough.
How all these three events has impacted the lives of the ordinary people in inspired hope towards the future, these are big questions.
With the conference over and the delegates gone, questions about the way forward remain, including the possibility of reintegrating Taliban fighters who lay down their arms and renounce al-Qaeda. Sean Maroney, VOA News, Kabul.